evening. My name is Jeff Mullins. I'm a partner in the Dayton office of Taft, Stettinius & Hollister, and I'm also the chair of the Better Business Bureau's Board of Directors. Welcome to our 24th annual Better Business Bureau Eclipse Integrity Awards. We're excited that you're here to help us celebrate integrity in our marketplace. And as soon as dinner is served, we're going to honor organizations and individuals for their steadfast determination to stand firm in ethics, honesty, and integrity. I'd like to start the evening off by introducing Chaplain Kenneth Kirk, a retired U.S. Army colonel, and invite him to the Synchrony Financial stage to lead us in our invocation.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be here. The United States military holds itself to the highest standards of duty, honor, and country in battlefields throughout the world. It's a privilege to be here and to honor you who hold yourself to the highest standards of integrity, honor, and country in the battlefield of commerce. Let's bow together for a moment of prayer. Lord, we pause this evening to ask you to guard and bless the members of the United States military wherever they are serving this evening. If they're in combat, may you give them guidance, inspiration, and a special nudge to see and hear and react to that which would do them harm. Keep them safe in both body and in mind, and bring them home again to their families and our country. And we pray this evening your blessing upon those who have gathered, for they have served you and their country with honor and integrity. They have sought nobility in their efforts, and they have chosen to serve their country with honesty, character, and pride. Bless these people who have come to this night for their faithfulness, and let them have appropriate pride in the service and recognition that comes tonight. Bless this food that we might be healthy and in your service throughout our life. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Kirk. As you're eating dinner tonight, let's share the evening on social media. I've got 3 rules. 1, take selfies with your friends and colleagues. 2, extend your congratulations to this year's honorees. And 3, share what integrity means to you personally and professionally. When you post, please use the hashtag BBB Eclipse. Have fun with it, enjoy it, and tomorrow we're going to be picking a winner who will receive a $25 gift card. Most importantly, the bar in the registration area will remain open throughout the evening, so enjoy. And Mark Allen from WDTN TV2 will be joining us shortly to start the program and the honors. Thank you.
Let's get this show on the road. Good evening. Good to be back with you, Mark Allen, news anchor, WDTN and Dayton CW. Welcoming you to the 24th, John, is that right? 24th annual BBB Eclipse Integrity Awards. 24. Let's hear it for that. It has been my great honor to MC just about all of these, and it's been fun to watch this event grow into what it's become, what you see here tonight. It is the preeminent awards night every year here in the Miami Valley. It's really fun to see. For those of you who have attended this event in the past, you know, good or bad, that I do like to begin my portion of the evening in a rather traditional way, keeping in mind that a lot of you worked all day, came straight here for cocktails and networking, and then ran in here to get your dinner. Good chance you probably did not catch a newscast today, so as a public service, from your friends at 2 News, where of course we are always working for you, why present some of the stories with tongue firmly planted in cheek that you will not be seeing on tonight's newscast. Our top story tonight comes from the world of entertainment. The folks at Netflix are dealing with a lot of confused viewers these days. Apparently, a lot of people thought Orange is the New Black was a series about Trump replacing Obama. I got one on the other side too. We're balanced here. In other news tonight, scientists have found that salmon caught in the rivers near Seattle are loaded with amphetamines, cocaine, and marijuana. Wildlife officials there are now on the lookout for bears foraging for Doritos. A video has surfaced, which you may have seen, we aired it this week, that it's been all over social media. The video of two passengers physically assaulting each other on board a flight from Tokyo to Los Angeles. This, of course, prompted a quick response from the airlines. Hey, knock it off. Only we are allowed to assault the passengers. This was touching, I thought. Chelsea Clinton revealing recently that when she was younger, when her mom was traveling quite a bit, she would always leave a note for Chelsea every day that mom was gone. Of course, turned out to be the same note every time. Keep an eye on your father. Two more. Even though Bill O'Reilly is no longer on cable TV, he still has plenty of book revenue coming in, of course. As you know, he's written a number of best-selling books, including Killing Lincoln, Killing Reagan, Killing Kennedy. Now he's working on his new book, Killing Time at Home. And finally tonight, thank you. I get that every year. I'd miss it. A major food company has recalled 2 types of frozen hash browns because the potatoes may contain pieces of golf balls. It's a true story. Doctors say if you've already ingested pieces of golf balls, the best thing to do is just let them play through. Some of the stories you will not be seeing tonight on 2 News. Thank you very much. As mentioned earlier, take those selfies. Let's get this thing going social media-wise. Send out congratulations to the winners. And post your views on integrity because, again, later this evening we'll be handing out a $25 gift card for the best post. It is time to thank the sponsors. Very important at events like this, and certainly in my business. Sponsors, please stand when I call your name, and we'll applaud at the very end. Principal sponsors this year, Dayton Power and Light, West Banco Bank, Back to Business, LT. Students of Integrity sponsor, Dayton Power and Light. Media sponsor, folks at WDTM, my friends right over here, Cox Ohio Media Group, and iHeartRadio. Nonprofit sponsor, Terra Data and PSA Airlines. I was just kidding with the airline joke, guys. Stage sponsor, Synchrony Financial. Reception sponsor, Taft's, Titinius, Hollister, and Advanced Background Check. AV sponsor, Shakely. Facility, Hauser Asphalt and Concrete. Dramatic Design sponsor, Bob Ross Auto Group and Primetime Party Rental. Community Honor sponsor, Voss Auto Network. Parking sponsor, Haran. Hospitality sponsor, Homewood Suites. Registration sponsors, Sinclair Community College, our hosts here tonight, and Dry Clean $3.99, sounds like a good price, and leadership sponsor, Torchbearer. Please thank our sponsors with your applause. It is time now for some very special recognition. It is my great pleasure to welcome to the podium the BBB President and CEO. Please join me here on the Synchrony Financial stage, the one and only, looking very spiffy tonight, John North.
Thank you, Mark. Great job as always. Love those jokes. This year, though, I did hear at least one of them before. Last year, those of you that were here had a little trouble in the reading area and asked Sherry to make special accommodations for me. She has done that. It is big, it is bold, it is blue, and I even had cataract surgery, so this should be a good night for me. So, first of all, we'd like to recognize some very important people around the table tonight. They are the behind-the-scenes people that really make this program go. We'd like to thank our committee and have them stand. Randy Domigan with Brady Ware is our chair back there, but could everyone please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. If I could have the BBB Board of Directors please stand. In your program, you will see, Dave, you're still there. Dave is our immediate past chair. You still stand, please. Don't sit down. We have a majority of our members here in your program. The officers as well as board members are listed. By a show of hands in support of that, they are nominated to serve as your board chair this year. So please, everyone, raise your hands in support, or applause will be helpful to you. Tierney Chatfield behind the wall, can you please note that for the minutes that was accomplished tonight? We'd also like to recognize the Center for Business and Consumer Ethics Board. Could you please stand? Scott, current chair, Maha, former chair, right up here, front and center. We'd also like to recognize the ones that really made tonight happen. These are the judges. They take a lot of pressure off all of us. So people always ask, who won? I don't know. Had no role in the entire process. So these are the guys that you can tackle. So let's start with recognizing Dan Davis and Mike Goldshot. Dan, did you know that you have been serving as judge since 2005? So you and Mike both, we'd like to take an opportunity to thank you on stage, if you could come forward so that we can thank you. Dan is a quiet guy. He doesn't like the attention. That's why he likes serving as judge. But we wanted to be sure to thank him for his many years of service as a judge. That's the hardest job in this whole industry. We'll make sure that Mike gets his as well. Dan Davis from PNC Bank, Mike Goldshot from Goldshot, Lamb & Hobbs. Mike was unable to attend tonight, but Dan was here representing. We wanted to recognize more than a dozen years of service. Their passion as judges has shined throughout the years. They've inspired so many other judges that have come and gone before and after them. They spent countless hours reviewing these nominations, and they were determined to pick the winners each year. Even when some came back and said, we can't decide, Sherry laid down the gauntlet and sent Dan in to make sure a decision was made. We recognize the staff. I forgot all the rest of the judges, though. Please, all the rest of the Students of Integrity and Eclipse Integrity Award judges, please stand and be recognized. And Dan, I should note, Sherry told me that's not a going away present. She'll see you next year. All right, also want to recognize the amazing staff that we have on hand here tonight that works diligently day in and day out, helping direct people to great businesses, doing the right things, and also handling the small number of complaints that we get as the complaint department for the entire Miami Valley. Please stand, staff, and be recognized. And another silent, doesn't like the attention, Sherry Sword. If you could come to the end of the stage, Sherry, and wave for all of your hard work and dedication. Also would like to recognize the dignitaries in the room. We have State Representative Niraj Antani here. Wave. And we have Montgomery County Commissioner Debbie Lieberman in the back. They'll be joining me on stage to present our community honor this year. If you could, join me now. Debbie and Niraj, come on up. Are there any other dignitaries in the room that would like to join me on stage? As dignitary, you were elected by the majority. Well, you were elected by the people. That's not a political joke. Thank you both. Come on up. You're good. You're good. We got all night. Mark got 6 o'clock off, and he's not expected to back until 10. So, your BBB's Community Honor, sponsored by Voss Auto Group, recognizes an organization that's made significant contributions to enrich the lives of others. It spotlights the honoree's efforts to realize not only its own mission, but its role in making the Miami Valley a thriving community, taking care of its citizens, individuals, and organizations. The Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce mission is to strengthen, promote, and advocate for its member businesses and the region's economy. Throughout its history, it's been the region's champion, which is evident in its involvement in building dams after the 1913 flood. That's where Phil got all that gray hair. Worked to form Wright State University and Sinclair Community College, convincing Congress, and these guys up here know that that's not an easy job, that Dayton would be the ideal for the government's Aeronautical Research and Development Center and the formation of the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Park. The Chamber has been recognized as a U.S. Chamber of Commerce with 5-star accreditation year after year. It helps develop our community leaders through its Leadership Dayton and Generation Dayton programs. Many of those are here tonight, right, Maha? It also supports, wait, that is the weakest Maha yes I have ever heard. All right. It also supports local organizations philanthropically, such as Dayton Metro Library, Culture Works, and Miami Valley Military Affairs Association. It gives area businesses a central, unified voice. We wanted to recognize them with my partners here from the community. And for another special presentation, please turn your attention to the TV screen behind us.
John H. Patterson's footprints are all over the downtown sidewalks and hills and dales of the Miami Valley. His legacy is embedded in the mission and the work of many organizations he assisted and even established. Organizations like the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce.
We are a regional metropolitan chamber of commerce. We are an organization that's really about the business community. This year is our 110th anniversary.
I believe that any time that there's a good environment for businesses to thrive, that the whole community will thrive also. And I believe that the Chamber just truly supports the mission of the local business community.
I think it's important to support the mission of the Chamber just from a standpoint of giving back to an organization that gives so much to the Dayton community, to Dayton business owners, and it's such a voice for businesses of all sizes in Dayton.
So we want to encourage volunteer leadership. So in 1976 we started a program, it's one of the oldest in the country, called Leadership Dayton, and we're very, very proud of the fact that we've probably had about 1,200 individuals go through that program. A few years ago we had a big conversation about young people and the role of young people and how to not only encourage their growth and development, but how to retain them in our community. So we started a program and merged with another organization, and we call it Generation Dayton.
As a volunteer of the Chamber for many, many years, and now in the leadership role as a volunteer with the Chamber, I have been able to open doors for myself, for our community, and really build new relationships. I think back to the days that I was in Leadership Dayton, which was more than 10 years ago now, and what it helped open doors then, and now it's just an extension of that today.
Embedded in our core values is integrity and honesty and how we deal with people, not only our employees, but also our volunteers.
It can be very daunting to start out as a small business. So it's important to have an active chamber that can serve as a mentor and serve as a teacher, and to provide connections to other companies that are going through the same things that your company is going through, and to help provide a network for those smaller businesses. I think that this chamber does a really good job of supporting businesses of all sizes.
The business community needs a voice. The business community needs an advocate. And with the large number of businesses that are, and individuals who are members of the Chamber of Commerce, we can be out there helping individual small businesses and large businesses to find new employees, to retain the employees they have. And in the mentoring part and the leadership part, that goes back to my comment about Leadership Dayton and how important it is to help our community leaders, the future leaders of our community, to learn more about what the Chamber offers and to become better leaders themselves through the programming.
So much of what they do is for us. They exist for the businesses in the Dayton community. They exist for business leaders in the Dayton community and growing what is about Dayton.
I have never been involved with an organization that is filled with so many people who are dedicated to its mission. And it never ceases to amaze me. Anybody who I meet within the chamber is so dedicated to supporting the needs of this community. And it just makes me really proud.
For over 100 years, the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce has been a powerful tool in economic development for the Dayton region. Its steadfast commitment to regional success has been a key factor in our own economic evolution during prosperous and challenging times.
Video credit for that goes to Ken Jurosik of the BBB staff. And weren't those aeronautical droid views incredible? We don't even own a droid. I don't know how you got up there. So please, Phil Parker, the Chamber President and CEO, could you join us on the Synchrony Financial stage to accept your award from our community leaders?
Well, first, let me say thank you to John and your team and the Better Business Bureau and all of you that are here tonight. God bless you all for the things that you do for our community, and you have the same type of passion that we do as to wanting to make our community better, whether we do it with individuals or businesses. I'd like to thank my staff also, John, like you did, but also my volunteers. And we have some of our leadership here tonight. Pat McDonald, our chair, our former chair, Niels Winther, and also our chair-elect, Kevin Weckesser. And there's probably some other board members and former officers and chairs like Rick Stover is sitting in the audience. We couldn't do it without great people. I know of no organization or business that can't do what they do without great people. And we're fortunate to have outstanding staff, but some of the finest volunteers, some of the finest people in this community that I've ever worked for. And that's why we enjoy giving back. It's in our DNA. And John, I listened to your remarks, but I don't know if you said this. But in 1925, one of the things that this organization did, founded by John H. Patterson, we were one of the founders of the Better Business Bureau in 1925. So congratulations. Phil, congratulations. One of my favorite people in the Miami Valley, one of the great advocates for Dayton, Ohio, Phil Parker. And if you've ever had the pleasure, perhaps the firmest handshake in Dayton, Ohio. Who shook hands with Phil Parker? Has the feeling returned to your right hand yet? Great guy. Next, to honor your BBB's 8th annual Torch Award recipient, please welcome to the podium from the Kettering Health Network, Bruce Chan. Bruce.
BBB's Torch Award is dedicated to the legacy of those people who have never stopped believing in Dayton, like the Wright brothers, Charles Kettering, John Patterson, and most recently, Clay Mattiel. Past recipients include Aileron, Bob Ross Auto Group, Wright Pat Credit Union, Standard Register, Teradata Corporation, and Kettering Health Network. These pioneers and organizations have been and are committed to our region's continual evolution through the leadership, community service, and mentorship to the next generation. Our organization, Kettering Health Network, is thrilled to pass the honor on to Danish Building Construction Company tonight. The company's track record of growing its employees, giving back to the community, and commitment to innovation is inspiring. Through its community impact program, Constructing Hope, the company impacts organizations that serves those in need, such as the Food Bank of Dayton, the Ronald McDonald House Charities, and Rebuilding Together Dayton. In fact, in 2016, 206 employees volunteered at 48 not-for-profit organizations for a total of 2,604 hours. The company is passionate about the ongoing development of its employees, whether through its co-op program, Danish University, or the Danish Leadership Acceleration Program. Team members always place clients' interests first by demonstrating the highest level of honesty and integrity, by providing quality, attention to detail, and always standing behind the work they do. These actions have earned the company many, many industry honors. And now for a special presentation, would you please turn your attention to the TV screen?